This is Agbabloshi, a suburb of Accra, the capital of Ghana. But local residents have given it a nickname, Sodom and Gomorrah. It's the home of the biggest electronic waste dump and is a livelihood for many. First, it feeds them, then it kills them. This is one of the most polluted areas with toxins and toxic metals on the African continent.
This one make copies.
Emmanuel Akandirike has spent his entire childhood at the dump site. He's never been to school, so he can't go elsewhere. For him, this job is the only way to sustain himself.
I'm framing here 14 years. Say, you will grown up, Papa, no cook, Massy. Or cook, Mass, no jam or Namimba, and Baba. No, Kacham say, Mia Jumana, Ayaka Crow, Baba, Babana, quick cool.
Ghanaian laws forbid Emmanuel to work at all until he comes of age. But no one pays any attention.
And you see the small children, those who work here, some of them don't have parents. Some of them father died, some of them their mothers die, and some of them their mothers are there, but they don't take care of them. You know, as a small boy, and some of them, they can't work here. After 12, they will go back to school. And some of them, they don't go to school at all. When they close school, they will come here. Some of them, early in the morning, they will come here, pick the iron, go and sell, get your money, go to school.
Naka company baby omuwe wait my na me de me ya mintimi nyesika ni me say me sisa ade na metima kwakoton ka metima ye 200 400.
This money, which is equal to $3 to $5, will allow Emmanuel to have at least one meal a day. Electronic waste comes to Ghana from the USA, Australia, Western Europe and Asia to the tune of hundreds of tons per year. There's enough work here at the dump site for everyone. Waste collectors, as well as those whose job it is to provide anything the collectors might need. Samisa Abubakari Rubaba sells food and has only been here at the site for 2 weeks. She's from the north of Ghana, where there's no work at all.
Like go get the drinks. Go put them your school, go long, or can I see him? Or can I see him? Come actually been on the business shop. So come among put title number that can I check. So can't this a BC? Can I check? To qua, Mbelanja person. Yapa, my color, parents in your Farano book warm.
Samisa is 18, but she hasn't finished high school yet. She still has 2 more years to go.
No kunyebzika is na kam baba za machashkuru. Nienya mkabani ni gisna. Ni ka chang school. Like no command chang SS9. Mban chang nursing training. Ntina nurse kan yila aran lehmba. Be kan lehma. Be kan leh ya pa ma ko. Denia ni shalamba.
We start the scraps. That was 1991. We were about 50, but now we are about 4,000, 5,000. Our scrap is a good business because we do not this our scrap yard like our local companies, like they will not get goods. The local maize, we supply them the iron. No. We give them more. No. So our work is number one Ghana.
RB 131 SR 2087 2087.
We look out for lead and cadmium, which could easily affect the people who spend time here, the kids who play around, the adults themselves. And the WHO recommended level for lead in the soil is 400 parts per million. And you are getting a bit over 1,000, 2,000, dependent on where we sample. Then we will switch, then we go towards the road, where we started to, where we started from. Then we can start coming in. Inside. We did some work in 2010 with Blacksmith and the Ghana Health Service. We took 80 people here to check their blood and urine to see the level of contamination. And it was quite high, very high. Quite high in terms of if you don't get any medication, you don't eat well, you don't move away from the surrounding, over a period of time, you fall sick. If you fall sick and you still don't get medication, definitely you will die.
You burn any plastic, you have toxin. And then you have combinations out of a list of poisons which are ranking under the highest poisons in the world. The combinations are much more dangerous and are much faster working in your organism, shortening your life much faster as if you are drinking everyday rat poison.
Victor Schaffer, a manager of a waste utilization company, came to Ghana from Germany. Working with waste here promised a high income, higher than in Western Europe.
I actually have joined the waste business to produce compost because waste in Ghana contains more organic material as waste in Europe. I'm living here for 40 years and I can say that the situation as such has not improved. And that is really dramatic. We have enough laws. It's not a question that we don't have enough laws. We have environmental laws, we have all the laws, but nobody's enforcing the law, so everybody's doing what he wants. And that is a problem. And that causes problem for all these people here. Yes, exactly.
Just look at everything here.
Exactly.
Even where we are living, even where we used to walk, to where we even eat.
Yeah.
It's very bad for us.
Absolutely.
Look at human beings living here.
Yes, every day
Human
they
beings
come
living
closer.
here. Every time it's coming closer. Humans
Yes.
are living here.
Yes, yes.
We don't think about ourselves, but we
No,
think about the children.
but even yourself you have to think about,
see?
because you are also getting sick. And if you are getting sick, you cannot care for the children anymore. So the action is really serious. And therefore, we brought them here to have also from the outside some international
You
pressure.
have to help us because it's not good.
The people which are owning the site are cashing in this waste. So they are making every day a lot of money, of course without taxes.
Emmanuel's family has always lived in poverty. When his mother was alive, it wasn't that hard for the boy. She would always find a way to feed her son. But to do this, she had to work almost around the clock.
Na ayamuja sa na mundene ko daughter ontimi nkasa na mundene ba fie na mundene ko papa bi o yeni sa ontimi kasa bi.
Today has been a good day for Emmanuel. He's earned enough to buy food and can now have a rest in his temporary home. These 2- and 3-storied shacks are right next to the dump site. People eat, sleep, and keep cattle here. No one pays attention to the smell coming from the dump site or the fact that they are surrounded by poison.
Nichana ntinta banzuru malana ombenum neat ombenum venye nga mbendo banzuru bene ominum venye nga kanda ko ozambon kavma de funi kan ku chan daretu kan ku chan hayne du ntejene banzuru ma so ne nziyan yola fambe nchika zo habzane diyan chika nzika malala fi mbe nchika zo habzane ne wumnyom Nenzan la banan lonye so ne Ghana kama henki ne Ghana kam fabga henki ma.
You can also argue, if you are cynic, that more people die on the road in Europe as people dying from this waste. In figures, maybe, but when you count how many people are sick and dying later, and how many of these kids have a very short life, and they are not registered while they are dying. Nobody says, oh, they were working in Agbogblossi, therefore they made only 20, 22, 25 years and then they are dead.
This is PML Children's Hospital. We, on a daily basis, we see children anywhere from 200 to 400 cases a day. We do see cases coming from the Agbogblossi area. So these are some of the general wards that we have here. Formerly, there will be times we won't be getting so many patients. But now it seems like we're getting cases throughout the year because we are seeing an increasing number of chest infections. So it's possible, it could be attributable to some of these pollutants coming from these dump sites.
There are no official numbers as to how many people die of deadly poisoning in Agbogblossi. No one registers the number of diseases caused by this ecological disaster. There are no statistics of it at all in Ghana.
Agbogblossi has two sides. On one side, it's the biggest fruit market in West Africa. It's the biggest fruit magazine in Africa. And on the other side is the biggest contaminated site in the whole world, not only in West Africa. So, and this is just a street in between. So that means we are also accepting that when these kids are burning all these rubbers and plastics and all that, this smoke goes opposite the side to the food.
Market, onions and all that. So effectively, the people who buy from here, and you realize there were cattle being reared at the site, they'll kill it, they'll cook, people will eat. So it's not only about the people here, but it spreads to other parts of Accra.
Ne kana ceya in ya kama ni rufam like kama ni tonye shi ba kama ni rufam bam ni tonye shi ba ka bo mai free ka so be ni ko own the business some of them on the business min nya sha ko nya like kama 17 to 15 ka bo mai free so be on to malaka o mi mo zo tipua so we be on ko malaka o mi ka boy ma be take care of on zo tipua ko zirwa ni be ya tamba ashkurun be min ya nus ne la arish al fulu ni be ya tamba ashkurun be min ya la arish kun dabu kun so shen kana pen tisragin ya la arab zalf zanjan sen yo shkola kan chan dabu sma in kuta kan kadash kurnam danma kace impedance wa baka bukwar maso baka la arab dan tamana chan da zokati bashkur kan kafet in Israel da zokati bashkur kan kafet walla arma
I will not back up foolishness.
Officially, no electronic waste comes to Ghana, only second-hand devices which are sold in shops.
Which man you be 100 million and I be 150 million a day. It depends, and no man now who no, and no next say. We organ for church it means and I'm more experience name more get me. We don't need home theater hoovers and now we don't need speakers are join them for amplifiers. We use your plants which we are planting for lights off which may use for see computer monitors. Yeah, all second-hand goods. Oh, do why you repair? Do why never in your pass no? In Channel, say, on your pass in the air. Let's say, no, be condemned, no. Let's say, no, any. Let's say, no, Yabuano, no, almost a bit fat, almost a bit tall, almost.
When did you say my way?
Yeah,
and it's our business.
Yeah, oh, yeah, and also, yes, yeah, you did be 20 years, a fee, maybe manager, sir, Edmanaho, and then yet, Benkwana, manager home. Everybody.
Victor Schaffer believes the trade of second-hand electronics in Ghana is really no more than a cover for e-waste traffic. And it's highly profitable, turning over around $250 million per year.
This is somehow a mafia. The ones which are collecting these used computers over there. So what you do is, you have a 40-foot container. In the back of the 40-foot container, you pack all the computers which are scrap, monitors, whatever you want. And in the front, you pack the ones which are still functioning.
This is the main trick that suppliers of e-waste use. Utilizing broken-down devices in developed countries is too costly, so they are sent to Ghana, to the dump site.
Everybody knows about the value of these containers. Yeah? So when you have a 40-footer, you can half calculate with a little bit what you can sell and the scrap which is inside there, it's a 40,000 euros affair. To maximize his profit, he selects his poor boys, which are coming from the north and from all the sides, to Accra to find a little bit chop money. Direct, you can never go to the expert and say, look, my friend, you were the guilty one, you have killed 5 kids in Africa. Yeah? This you cannot prove. And of course he will not take up the blame. He will say, I have sold used materials to somebody who came to my yard and bought it. I don't know what he's doing with it.
Na what's the Saturday on bet my pamo? Now I call also Sabiama on bet my bow. Now Quash Quapano on bet my Jenny now when you're for so. It's a no and person in jail. You come brother door on a one number. No, or friend, no, so me wa Juma, no friend, no, catch and say, me bar on canchen say, on canchen say, a year, Minjina, ne yaka crown, so ever, ne a quick crew. Now me G phone and now my friend is on the phone.
And some of them are here, so everybody works here. And some people too are here, and some people too are here. So you see how the work it is. Everybody is doing his hard work. So that's the business.
The dump site at Agbobloshi is divided into sectors, each of which has its own supervisor. But the last word always belongs to Abdullahi Abdul Rahmani.
I'm in charge of everybody here. If anybody have a problem, they can bring it here. So I will check it. If you don't have right, I will tell you your matter, you don't have right. So let's do it like this. Let's sort of, or if somebody collects somebody's money or somebody offends somebody, they will come here. I will talk to them so that everything will make cool. Assuming that even yesterday, I was at police station. They beat some of our boy, Igbo boy, cut him ear. They arrest the boys. Even yesterday, I even went there to solve the problem for them so that this will calm down, so that the fight will stop. And sometimes when they arrest them at police station or other places, I'm the one who is going there.
Me say a counterphone. Anopana me koye na boy bi na me fro sron na me kono o peso yi misika na me huye na me kachre boys bi na mo ji misika mai na mo bono no jwana koye. Bon, ni se me baye no na kulabi o motobo na me se me tua mamu ne anopa ebet ma so na anopa ne akoko ye train na ebe ya nyumde se ne ba we bobo kakra ne akoko jale. Juma bia ni wa mpe bono ana ngeti na
Neto vodo camino na Maria ya ntro la jilma ka tro family jilma di yan chako baza yurma kam onir be yurma ko mama yurma so yan vola bi ha son temino di yan chaka ndo afana be.
To feed themselves, to survive in Accra, they have to get somehow in this system. The ones which are dealing with the e-waste, they know all that, and they calculate all that. And if they give them, let's say, 5 or 8 Ghana cities a day, so that they can more or less survive, the boys have no choice. They cannot say, I want more money. They say, you want more money? Okay, kick you out.